What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. So first of all, I want to say that I absolutely love this show. This is young, rich. I mean, young, famous. I always want the rich in there. Young, famous, and African. First of all, this show is absolutely wonderful. They left us with a real cliffhanger, and I cannot wait to see season 2 and what it brings. This was a great season, and this was definitely a great episode. So we're at the finale, and we see that Diamond is on the phone with Nadia, and basically Diamond is telling her, listen, I've been busy, I had a lot going on. He was like, you know what it's like, you're in the industry, you understand how this works. And Nadia is like, I mean, I do, but don't be giving me this old rock star bullshit. Like, just because I said that I don't want to be in a relationship, that don't mean you gotta ghost me. See, this is where people make me mad. Look, he was introduced to you as somebody that he could potentially date, be one of his women, one of his concubines, one of his conquests, right? You told him you weren't interested in going down that road with him, even though you entertained him a little bit. You gave him a little hope, and you said, listen, I got a whole man, and I'm going to be dedicated to my man. Just because you and that man broke up does not mean you get to change the terms of the agreement. And Diamond has the right to say, I don't want any more friends. Like, I'm good. I don't need any more friends. I'm looking for somebody that I can, do other friends, friends with benefits type situation. And if that's not what you're interested in, then I see you when I see you, but you're not a priority. So I understand where Diamond is coming from. Like, I don't think he's being mean. I don't think he's doing anything wrong. He ghosted you because you're not giving him what he wants right now, or you're not in a position to. So it's like, cool, girl, I see you when I'm in South Africa. We can hang out, but I'm not gonna make a special place for you in my life right now because I can't. So then we see Connie meeting up with Nadia to basically let her know what happened on the train, give her the update on what went down on the train. And then we see, I like that little bob wig that Connie had on, child. Then we see, speaking of wigs, hold on, before I get to that. Nadia, while Connie is telling Nadia about what happened on the train, Nadia gonna say to Connie, girl, you are better than me. She was like, how did you keep your wig on? And in my mind, I'm thinking she didn't. Y'all remember where that wig was in that scene? Y'all remember that wig started right here, and you could see her braids, and it was a totally different color, and then there was the lace, and then there was her... She didn't keep her wig on, Nadia. And then Nadia gonna say, girl, I would have slid that wig back. I said she did. I'm sorry, Connie, I like you, girl, but you have to know. I mean, you have to know that moment was not your best. Okay? Anyway, so while they're talking, and, Nadia is like, that's why I don't rock with her like that. That's why I don't like her. That's why I ain't go on that train, because I already know her energy. I already know what she brings, and I'm just not here for it. I don't feel it. So they were talking about how they have Annie's bachelorette party coming up, and Nadia was like, well, listen, if she coming, I don't want to be there. If she gonna be there, don't invite me. I ain't coming. And Connie was like, what? I said, Connie on that bullshit. So then, so while they're doing this, they showing us naked Kaylee, Zari, and Andele. So, of course, they're all flirty, and Naked is giving him the side eye like, don't be doing that in front of me. And then Andele gonna tell him, you need to get used to it. You better get used to it. And I was like, you are just determined. You are determined to go down this road. You are determined to open up this can of worms. But okay, Naked is giving you the side eye and trying to tell you that this ain't what you want, but okay. And again, they just bring them up to date on what happened on the train. And of course, Andele is not feeling it because Zari is his boo thing, or trying to make her his boo thing. And so everybody did Zari wrong. Everybody treating her so wrong, and he just doesn't understand why they would do that to her. She's such a nice woman. She's such a sweetheart. Whatever. So then we see Annie and Swanky picking her kids up from the airport, and because they are they are rich, baby. She didn't pick her kids up from the airport like I would have to pick my kids up from the airport. Okay, I didn't have to go up the ramp, sit through traffic, and sit in sit in arrivals, and keep circling the airport until they got their stuff out of bag check and came outside, and hope I didn't get a ticket, and hope the police didn't make me move along, right? No, 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 ma'am. They rolled up on the red carpet down to the private airstrip where their children came in on the private jet. That's how she picked her kids up from the airport. But anyway, she was so happy to see, and her kids were so happy to see her, and her youngest daughter is so excited about the wedding. They went to the venue, and she was so excited, and she was telling them that she wanted to be the flower girl, and then she started acting like she was going to officiate. And, Annie explained that their oldest daughter was at their first wedding. But the youngest daughter, she said the youngest daughter was conceived the day after the wedding. And so she said, I just love the fact that she is excited and she's going to be at the wedding, And they all look happy. Listen, Annie is just happy. She is happy that this is going on. And she's all smiles and all of that, right? So the guys, for the bachelorette party, the guys go and race fast cars. And they do this thing where one guy has the mask on while the other one has to like steer him around. It was cute. Tubaba was in the car with Naked. Lord, I came up with a bunch of other names. And they did a good job. He did a good job of steering him. Naked said, see, this is what I learned in couples therapy. You have to let your partner guide you. You have to listen to your partner and follow directions. I said, I know that's right. But then when it was Swanky and Andele, listen, Swanky was giving bad directions and Andele wasn't listening, which I think is very apropos for the situation that Andele got himself in with Zari, okay? People are trying to give you some good directions and your ass ain't listening, okay? Now, Swanky got so frustrated, he stopped in the middle of the damn, they had only been driving for about 20 seconds, and he said, okay, we done. And Dele was like, now, I know I'm fast, but I'm not that damn fast, okay? Baby, it was a mess. It was a whole mess. And I'm sure after that, with the camera stopped rolling, they went and had the real bachelor party, because we didn't see them the rest of the night. Well, we saw Swanky again, but we didn't see them the rest of the night. So the ladies are meeting up at a hotel, and they're having like a little sleepover. Connie is hosting, and Zari is there, and Nadia shows up. And Nadia was like, I really thought I made myself clear. I thought I had made myself clear that I didn't want to be here if she was going to be here. But before they all got there, it was Connie and it was Kelly. And Connie's thing was, Kelly, I know you chose a side. I know you team Zari, but let me see what I can find out. Let me get some intel from you. And Kelly was getting ready to tell Connie about Zari and Andele meeting them for drinks and how they was all, woo 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 and yada 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 and flirty flirty flirty. But baby, who come walking in before she could get the scoop? Zari. I said, damn. Now Zari and Connie, they haven't really made up either, but of course they get the little fake hug. Hey girl, hey. And then Annie comes through, and so she says, listen, let's go get naked. She done got matching pajamas for everybody. So all the ladies have on, black pajamas with their names on them. And then Annie had on a pair of like white and it was almost like a pinkish color or gold pajamas. And they get to talking about the train. And they sort of revisit what happened on the train, and they're trying to come to some understanding. And Zari, when she was telling Andele, she was like, listen, it is not my fault that, and well, she said this in her confessional too. She said, it is not my fault that I'm up here and, they trying to bring me down to where they are. Instead of them trying to elevate to where I am a boss. I am this. I am that. I am, I don't need to bring myself to their level, and I don't need to try to put myself. And baby, I said, oh, girl. So, Connie brings up the train. And, of course, they get to talking about the train. Listen, it's going to be one of those situations where neither one of them are going to agree on what happened. Because Zari remembers it totally different than the way, at least the way I remember it, too, than the way, Connie remembers the situation. So, just as it starts getting real tense and it seems like they about to maybe go there again with the whole train and trying to figure out who did what and who was wrong and who was right, Swanky comes through. Now, Swanky was going to be there. Swanky is Annie's best friend. I don't care. Swanky is Annie's best friend. And come to find out, he bought one of Annie's real best friends, in real life. Her name is Tanya, I think Tanya. And of course, because Connie knew they were coming, she had pajamas for them too, so they all changed into their pajamas. And I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna be done with this conversation, right? We're gonna move on. Swanky that came through. We done brought somebody through here who don't have nothing to do with it, so we're gonna talk about something else. Baby, we went right back to that whole train situation. And Annie just said, you know what? I don't really think I want you at my wedding. I want good vibes. I want positive vibes. I want positive spirit. I don't think I want you to come to the wedding. Baby, Zari's face was cracked. But of course, you know, she was like, that's fine. That's fine. And baby, she gonna say in her confessional, listen, me coming to your wedding was gonna elevate your wedding. Like, I was doing you a favor by being there. You think I got a problem with not being at your wedding? I don't care about not being at your wedding. So, the other thing that happened too when Diamond was talking to Nadia was trying to let Diamond know, give him some sort of a, you know, I guess a warning, about the fact that ain't nobody really rocking with Zari like that. Now, Diamond, I feel like he said he was shocked and he didn't understand where this was coming from because, you know, Diamond thinks the sun sets on her ass, you know? So anyway, we get to the wedding. It is absolutely gorgeous. Swanky style, both of them. Annie's gown is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. The decorations are beautiful. She looks beautiful. They exchanged vows. It was great. Like everybody looked nice. Everybody was clean. And baby, they done had the nerve to ask Andele to be the officiant. Baby, DJ Naked gonna say, how they gonna ask the biggest hoe out here to be the officiant? And I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, who put him in charge? Who said that it was his? Baby, who put Andele in charge of being the anyway? So they did their vows and they exchanged their vows and everything was really nice. Like the wedding looked like it was really, really beautiful. So we get to the reception and Andele is in his feelings talking about some Zari really should be here. Like I really have a problem with the fact that Zari's not here. Like I really, bruh? You really mad? You mad for real? You big mad? So he gonna leave out the reception to go and call Zari. And Zari told him, listen, I'm good. Like, these not my friends in real life. I'm okay. She said, go on back in there and enjoy yourself. Have fun. And he was like, I miss you. I don't know if she said, I miss you too. He was like, well, I'm going to see you. She's like, okay. He was like, he said, sooner than you think. And she just kind of laughed it off or whatever. I said, okay, I see you, Andele. I said, he about to make his way over there now. So Annie, the outfit that her and Tubaba switched into after the at the reception was gorgeous. He had this nice royal blue garb, you know, very Afrocentric garb. You know, I guess I shouldn't say Afrocentric there in Africa. It's African anyway. And her dress was it was a nice a bodysuit dress. I mean, not bodysuit dress. See, I'm not good with the fashions. It was beautiful, and it had like the nude illusions throughout it. But what I really love about what Annie did, baby, Annie had her crown on, but she had it tipped to the side. I said, I know that's right. I thought that was cute the way she had the crown tipped to the side. And of course, like I said, she happy, child. She happy. She grinning from ear to ear. Tubaba done wrote another song for her. She said he wrote a song at our first wedding. She wrote another song. He wrote another song. And the lyrics talk about how much he's grown and how much he loves her. And she's just, you know, great. And then we have this really, really touching scene with her and Connie. And, you know, Connie said, I have really grown to love Annie. Like, I've really grown to think of her as one of my friends. And Annie said, you know, she's my closest friend in this little friend group. And she said, to think where we started from, you know, we didn't even like each other, you know, and look at where we are now. And I think I think it was a sincere moment between the two of them. I think it was a sincere moment, and it was really, really nice. Baby, then we see Zari. She's at her house, and Zari looked really nice with her hair slicked back with, you know, minimal makeup on. She looked really nice. And she's at home with the kids, and she said, listen, I ain't even tripping about not going to that wedding. Like, it ain't no thing for me. I don't have no problems with it. Next thing you know, the doorbell rang, and who is it? Diamond. Well, actually, I don't even think Diamond rang the doorbell. I feel like Diamond walked in, he got a key, child. And he said he missed his flight, or it's not missed his flight because he chartered his own flights, but his flight was delayed. And so he wasn't going to make it to the wedding. And so he said he was going to come and see his kids. And he said he's really upset. And Zari was like, no, you need to go to that wedding. She was like, you absolutely need to make it to the wedding because, see, then they're going to find a way to make it seem like I have something to do with you not being at that wedding. And he was like, what you talking about? And so she explains to him, from her perspective, what happened on the train and what's been going on and how everybody's hating on her and everybody finds. She said, you know how people always find a way to hate on me? And I'm like, oh, so you used to this. So at a certain point, you have to ask yourself, like, is it them or is it me? At a certain point. If it's always somebody else, at some point you got to ask yourself, well, is it them or is it me? So then, he was like, so Diamond says in his confessional, I need to hear both sides of this story, which tells me he know her. If he feel like he need to get everybody else's side of the story, which one, I can appreciate that he didn't just take her word for that's how it went down. But two, that tells me you know who you dealing with. You know what this woman gives. So then, back at the wedding, we see Naked and Swanky make up. You know, he apologized. He said, listen, you know I love you. You know that me and you, we go way back and we've shared some experiences together. And, you know, of all the people for me to get into it with on that train, you're the last person that I wanted to get into it with. And I really apologize for my part in that whole situation. And Swanky was like, listen, what are friends for? But for sometimes for us to argue and disagree and then for us to make up. He was like, it's all good. You know, I can appreciate it. So they made up and I was here for it. I was here for them making up. Then he asked him, was he ready to get married? And Naked was like, see, don't be playing with me like that. Don't, you're doing too much. So Diamond goes upstairs, back over to Zari's house. Diamond goes upstairs to put the kids away. I mean, put them to bed. And the doorbell rings. Andele is there. And Zari immediately is like, oh, what you, oh my goodness, oh. Now, earlier in the episode, Zari was like, you know, everybody got all this energy about me and Andele. Did y'all have that same energy when Diamond was chasing after Nadia? Well, see, that's different. Because Andele and Diamond were our friends. You and Nadia didn't even know each other. That's two totally different conversations. But neither here nor there. The minute you saw him at your door and you knew Diamond was upstairs, now your ass is nervous. Now you feeling some kind of way. That's because you know this is wrong. That's because you know that this ain't a kosher situation. Because if you thought everything was good in the hood, you would have been like, oh, come on in, Diamond. Andele down here, blah, 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 blah. But no, you was nervous as hell. And he was like, why you keep looking upstairs? And then he heard Diamond. He was like, is that Diamond? She was like, yeah. He was like, oh, shit. So then he gonna say in his confessional, now I kind of understand what everybody was saying to me. And it's all coming flooding back to me now. Everybody's, everybody was trying to warn me about. Yeah, because now you up in this man. Now you realize that the connection that everybody kept trying to tell you between Diamond and Zari, now you're seeing that it's still very much there. Because you done rolled up over this woman's house at whatever time you was there, and he's upstairs in her house chilling with the kids. So he comes downstairs and he immediately assumes that Andele came to see him. And he was like, oh man, how did you know I was here? Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, yeah. And Diamond talking about something, yeah, this is my brother. This is my brother. And I was like, damn, that's so messed up. You claiming this your brother and this man is doing you wrong, doing you dirty. And this your brother. So then he gonna say, what you doing here? Diamond gonna say, what you mean what I'm doing here? My kids live here. And then I think that's when Diamond realized, wait a minute. What's going on here? He was like, well, I came to see Zari. Diamond was like, what? So Andele told him, he said, well, I've been seeing her. Now, I don't know, unless y'all been doing a whole lot of stuff off camera, I don't know if we can constitute what's been going on as y'all seeing each other, but it don't matter. It's inappropriate either way. Baby, and that's what we left off with Diamond basically like, but what? You know what I mean? I said, that's messed up. And the last thing we see is Diamond telling Andele, baby, this is my family. I said, I know y'all better hurry up and bring us back a season 2 because I need to know how this scene ends. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments, please.